In this Gameatude video, I've decided to make this one on setting up a actor or player so that you can bring in a character and run around. Um, so for this, I'll just grab this game right here, Bricklayers Club. It's just a demo. It doesn't do anything. It probably is just a empty level. Um, yep, completely 100% out of the box, empty. All right, so first what we'll do is we'll click on edit and then we'll go to models and then we'll click on characters and you can filter more from here if you'd like. You only want like heroes. What? That's weird. Okay, there we go. Or if you only want like explorers or but I'm just gonna put on characters and then spin the wheel here. Um, you know what? I just put in this paging thing, so spinning the wheel doesn't work very good. So here, let's just click next and spin the wheel. All right, what about this guy? The Plants vs Zombies guy that I see around everywhere. We'll just throw him in there. All right, so we'll just hit him with we'll go in there and we'll add him to the game graph by doing this. Clicking that button. It shows up there and we save it. And we can go back to the main screen and then we can grab him and bring him in to the game. All right, and then what we can do is um, here once we have them saved, we'll go in to actors and then come over here and you'll see no player actors are found. So we'll create a new player actor. Um, Click on instances and edit these instances. All right, because you can have several of the same actor for different reasons. But for this, we're just going to have this one guy right here with a shoe sticking out of his head. And yeah, all right. And then so next time we load, rather than loading from this capsule, we should load from this guy. Excellent. Okay. Now, one of the problems here is you can't really tell what he's doing. He's because the ground is so vague. Vague, I believe, is the word I'm looking for. So why don't we give the ground a little bit of something, anything. So we'll click on materials, and then maybe uh, brick, natural. Want something like parquet. What is this? Yeah, all right. Let's see what this does. All right, we have to fix this, or else that might not look so good. So we'll scroll down and find the displacement bias, and kind of figure that so that any kind of corners on it. But we're just using it for the floor for now, anyway. All right. And then we'll add this to the game graph by clicking that button right there. Then we can go back to the master screen, and then we can get this big giant plane selected. And then right here we can click on parquet, and then it can become parquet. But by parquet, that it would be singular because it's one parquet, I guess. Um, and to be more than one parquet, we need to see, this is a little bug here, but it's an easy workaround. We don't have the UVs when we first select something, because if it doesn't have UVs, then it won't. But now that we do have UVs, because we've assigned a material to it, if we select it again, we can get to the UVs here. And so the UVs is pretty much how many times does the material cover this. And so what we're going to do for a scale here is we're going to put in, like, I don't know, 250 by 250. And I can tell by my lines that I have so far that I'm not too far off. All right. And then where did our gentleman go? Ooh, he's very, very dark. Very dark indeed, huh? Yeah, all right. So let's get some light so we can have a lighting rig. So we'll just kind of give it a sun sky rig, see what that does. That didn't do very much. Here, let's try this one. Studios apply rig. I don't know. I like the other one better. All right, but we can definitely lighten it up a bit. Um, by either dropping a light on top of the guy's head, or one of the things we can do is go into this atmosphere, and I always like to get rid of that. All right, and then we can make an atmosphere. Just create. Look at this. Look at that, huh? It's a kind of crazy atmosphere on a parquet floor. But you just with that, you can see the guy a little bit better. Anyway, there's some stuff you can dig into in here too. We'll have to create an instance of it in order to save it. And now when we reload the game, it should have that instance ready to go. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next time we'll add some buildings or something, or maybe someone to chase after him. Anyway, catch you later.